And I hear you guys just fine.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tabletop Hub. My name is Bob. I'll be your Dungeon Master for tonight's episode of Eldritch Castle, episode 3 of the Kickstarter from Esper the Bard. We've got Nate, Estelle, and John back here with us.
Howdy.
Let's see here. Testing the audio, everybody. Can you hear us? That's great. Can you hear us? Let us know. Last week, I hate to admit this, everybody, but we had a botched stream. We had first time ever. We had audio issues, and I couldn't figure it out. I believe afterwards. So Curse of Strahd last week. The episode doesn't exist. It's gone. So don't worry about it. Don't even look for it. All right, it's gone. We've erased all the evidence.
It's gone to Barovia.
It's what happens in Barovia stays in Barovia. Okay, it truly was a Curse of Strahd, that stream. But I think we got all it fixed. Just as we're hopping on, though, players can't hear the music. So I'm okay with that if they can't hear the music. As long as you all can hear the music, that's what's going to matter most. And we'll hopefully fix that if we can. But can you all hear us? So let us know. Shout it out in the chat if you can. While you're letting us know if you can hear us or not, I'm going to start talking. So here are a couple things for you. Thanksgiving just passed. This is our first episode after the holiday. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Good? Did we enjoy it?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Anybody exciting things happen to them? Anybody have any things they want to share? Estelle, anybody?
It wasn't quite on Thanksgiving Day, but didn't do the game last week because I was over in France and Luxembourg and taking the flight back from Paris to New York. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the news or not about the stowaway.
Estelle made the news.
Yeah, the flight I was on has the big famous stowaway story.
Oh no.
I was on that plane with my mother.
Oh my god.
So you were delayed extra long. Fun.
Not as long as my first flight over there. That was like delayed by like 20 hours.
I didn't see anything about this. So you were on a plane that had a stowaway on it?
Yes, the stowaway originally went from New York to Paris.
Can we just clarify one thing? Yeah. You were not the stowaway.
I actually thought that when you first said it, so that's good. Okay.
Nah, it's honestly not that exciting of a story from my end. But just like sitting on the plane and like this woman in the back starts yelling. I think in English. We're a little too far away to tell. And it was like they had like 6 police officers come on, and then they went off, and then 4 police came on, and then they went off. And this woman was surrounded by like 6 different flight attendants at one point. And she had like a flight attendant next to her, and like the announcements was like, okay, so we're having a bit of a problem, a security issue. And then it went from like, okay, we're having a serious security issue, and we're in contact with the police and immigration. And I'm like, immigration? What's going on here? But like it was 2 hours of just sitting there waiting. And this is, after the fact that one of the overhead things landed on a woman's head and then another woman's shoulder. Right next to my mother, no less. So we had a medical person on the plane as well taking care of that. But like after like 2 hours, she finally got escorted out, and like they asked like twice like if anyone else wanted to get off the plane, and I guess somebody decided to take up that offer last minute, so we got delayed again because somebody else was like, you know what, I don't want to be on this plane anyway.
I mean, staying in Paris doesn't sound all that bad.
No, it
Sure.
Not
doesn't.
on a plane though, or in the airport.
Not on a plane.
It's true. I
How
was
was-
stuck on that runway for a couple hours myself before.
Were you? Oh wow.
Yeah, one of my trips to India, we had a layover there.
Oh, very
I
cool.
only did 19 hours straight. You know, really what I wanted to do was sit on the runway in Paris.
Yeah,
Mm.
makes
How
sense.
so? How was Paris? Other than that, was it?
Paris was lovely. Went to Paris, went to Luxembourg City, went to a family reunion, got some really bad translation with my phone.
Perfect.
Like one of the translations was Antony and Eliza killed a large number of children, but the second was called Green, and she married the late with the mash baron.
What? What were you trying to say?
No, this is what I was hearing because he was telling our ancestors.
Oh, gotcha. This is somebody speaking to you, and that's what the translate gave you.
Ah,
Yeah, to be fair, it was trying to translate from across the room.
Gotcha. They were trying to
Although-
offer you a baguette or something, and that's
Nah.
what came up.
What gets me is think pizza. We tried to find the clown's grave, and his wife had goats.
This sounds like a D&D adventure.
yeah.
I think you're royalty. I think that's what we're figuring out now.
What gets me is the whole except the second time when it seems like it was desecrated during the second trip to All Saints Day showed us that things evolve in math.
Oh,
I don't
Alright.
know what evolves in math means.
I
but
agree.
Deep family,
I agree.
very philosophical.
That's awesome.
Lots of deep meaning there.
And what
But
about
yeah,
the rest
no,
of you?
It was fun.
What about the rest of you? Did you do anything fun for Thanksgiving?
I hosted my side of the family. So 4 little ones.
Whoa.
You know, some my siblings and their families. It was good fun.
Was this the first holiday in the house?
Indeed. And
Oh,
it was
Nate.
absolute
Oh,
absolute mayhem, but it was fun.
yeah. We've
yeah.
we've been hosting Christmas Eve for the last like 7 or 8 years, and the first time we did it, it's just a lot. It's the first time you're never prepared, and but it's great. I love hosting too.
Yeah, it was wonderful. They were there for like 3 or 4 days. So it was I like went in on the deep end. It was like my first plane ride like to
Paris
all the way
with a
yeah,
stowaway.
like, to Paris, exactly. Went big. So it was fun though. Successfully grilled a turkey.
Grilled.
Grilled. Ooh.
Still in a
Ooh.
pan, but using the grill like an oven. It's nice. You get to go
Interesting.
and check on the grill and hang out it. It was lovely.
Yeah. Interesting. And
How
it came
many-
out good? Was it
came
any
out great,
different?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, keep it right around like 350-ish in the grill and just flip it halfway. Took like
you
3.5, 4 hours.
Wow.
4 hours. Oh, that's like normal. Nice.
Yeah.
And John, what about you? What'd you do?
Thanksgiving is the holiday that I don't host or cook, which is great. So I love that I get like a holiday off. So I went up to my fiance's family in Rhode Island, nice 3-hour drive in a rainstorm the entire way. It was really fun, but it was kind of great. It was they put me to work. I still had to make the gravy, but it was adult Thanksgiving. All the kids, there's like 6 of them. They all just played downstairs, and adults got drunk and played raunchy board games and Cards Against Humanity and had a really fun time.
A grand old time. Nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Awesome. I actually had a post-Thanksgiving stream, so I talked all about it. You can check that out. It's on the channel right now. But the traditional, I haven't really done much different last few Thanksgivings. We go to both sides of the family. I listen to my favorite Q1043 countdown, the top 1,043 songs of all time. The Jets ruined it this year because apparently the radio station is the host of the Jets now. Don't know why they would want that. And then they
ESPN said no thanks.
So yeah, really, it's a classic rock station is the home of the Jets now. That doesn't make any sense. But they had to do the countdown, finish it by 10:30 in the morning instead of going to Sunday night. So the best songs ever, most of them happened when I was sleeping. So very upset. But
Any big changes from last year?
Hey Jude knocked out of the top 3 for the first time in many like a good dozen years. So yeah, actually
Right.
maybe more. So Hotel California placed 3rd. That was a big one.
Yikes.
That was a big one. Stairway to Heaven won again for the 24th year in a row. So more on that next year. We're gonna do a deep dive next year on the channel. We'll do that.
Type of hard hitting material they're all looking for.
They are. James from KC says, "Aren't music countdowns usually over New Year's?" That's interesting you say that because I've heard that, and there are a lot of stations that do that. Q1043 actually replays their top 100 on New Year's Eve, or 104 on New Year's Eve. So they play it like all day basically, but they replay the one from Thanksgiving. It's a very much a tradition here in the tri-state area. So from Kansas City, you wouldn't understand. It's okay. It's all right. Anyway, so I got another thing to discuss before we jump into the game here. Robin's Nerd Supplies. I announced it a few weeks ago, I think on Vecna stream, but they sent me something in the mail. They sent me an advent calendar, but for RPGs. So it's an advent calendar, like, starts on December 1st, goes through the 25th, and every day you pop open a new box. And, like advent calendars, for kids, it would have like chocolate or some sort of treat inside. This has got dice. And I opened the first one on Sunday on the live stream, actually. And I got a nice, cool D20. I think you might be able to see it. I hope it focuses. My camera is supposed to be focusing and things, but it's not, of course. But it's a green and like gold,
That looks
yeah,
awesome.
translucent and glittery D20 with the dragon is the Robin's Nerd Supply dragon. It's like a sleeping dragon on the 20.
Oh, that's
course.
excellent.
Of course, you won't be able to see it. My camera doesn't want. Oh, that's pretty good actually. And yesterday, was off stream, but I did take a picture of it, posted on Instagram of the D4. It's a pink and white, almost almost looked like a Hershey Kiss, those peppermint Hershey Kisses, and it's a silver numbered D4. And when you're all said and done, you're supposed to have like 3 sets of dice or 4 sets of dice, something like that. So. Yeah, it links down below in the description. You can check it out. And we're going to open day 3 right now. You ready for this?
Woo! Psyched after day 1 and 2.
Day 1 and 2. Day 3, we're looking here on the right side, top panel, dead center. Dead center. We've got a little, I guess, what is this? This is a olive branch, a holly, some sort of festive branch.
Come on, D10. Let's go D10. I got D10.
You think D10? What do you think, Nate?
No whammies. No whammies.
I think it
What do you
has
think?
to be the barbarian die.
Oh, D12. Okay. And what
Or
about you?
D8. Give me that diamond.
All right, so we got a D8, a D10, D12. I'm going to go, and I definitely didn't look at it, and I don't feel it with my finger, D6. I don't. I actually don't. It is a D12, Estelle. It's a barbarian.
Yes.
Look at this.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
that's sweet.
It's
These
almost
are
like
awesome.
creamsicle colored with a red stripe down the middle. Look at that. It's a racing stripe. If I've ever seen one. Heck yes. Yeah.
That is beautiful.
We'll be doing this every time I have a stream in December. We're going to be doing this, and then I'll post some other ones on social media. Links down below if you want to check all those out. Do me a favor before we start the game. Like this video. Do it now because we're back with Eldritch Castle. We're doing every other week. We don't want to lose steam here. Curse of Strahd will be back next week on the 10th, and we're hoping to finish all the streams by the week of the 18th will be the last stream before we have our Christmas holiday break, New Year's break, and we'll come back with Strahd and everything back in the new year. If this game ends up going on more than 4 episodes, we'll be back in January as well. But stay tuned to everything on Discord and the social media because that's where I post schedules, changes, and updates and things like that. So, ready to play?
Oh boy.
Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, we do need a little bit of a recap here because it's been a minute. And I'm playing the music right now. People on the YouTube chat, let me know if you can't hear, give me the whole update as we go because we're using files as opposed to tabletop audio. So give me everything you got here. So 2 things, updates and then a recap. As it is right now, the group is in Zdravno's castle. It is 5:40 p.m. based on all the time accounts that I took into the math here last time. We were at 4:20 and now we're at 5:40. Spent an hour and 20 minutes in the castle last time. Nate, your character Poof is at 21 HP out of 26. You have 2 hit dice and 0 exhaustion levels. John, you're playing Skirm, And Skirm has how many hit points right now?
11,
Out of
26.
26, and you have 0 hit dice left and 1 level of exhaustion.
Correct.
And then Estelle, Roderick, Sir Roderick Lancemaster, HP 1 out of what was it, 22?
Yes.
And your hit dice are 2, and your exhaustion levels are 2 because you went down in the last combat against the Mimic, correct?
No, it wasn't.
Against the,
the
imp.
Oh, that's right.
Mind you,
Yasvanu.
I couldn't hurt the Mimic though, because I kept using acid splash.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And that maybe is warranted to do the recap now, because I forgot about when you went down, but I can't because I wrote it here on my notes. The fight versus Zdravno. Zdravno was the imp, some emissary from a 3-horned devil, someone who apparently has your master there talking with them. They're negotiating for some sort of power, right? That he wants. And in fact, according to the imp, all the 3 of you were supposed to arrive just like normal, and maybe even join your master in whatever great power he's negotiating for. Obviously, you don't really believe that. You know your master would be truly a good person, so this seems to be some sort of subterfuge from the imp. After a combat with the imp and his horned, armored devils, you ended up opening the door to get Vlorganthrix to be able to use his death ray and destroy the imp and his allies. In fact, we had a pretty incredible, tense moment where Poof had to get some heroics, and Nat 20 opened the door, letting Vorganthrix use his death
Thank
ray.
you, Dice Gods.
That was pretty epic.
Muscle wizard.
That was
That's right.
excellent.
That's right. You are the only one with strength, if I'm not mistaken.
A +1, baby.
Mm-hmm. And so Poof kind of saved the day, got Vlorganthrix to attack. Skirm and Roderick, you all managed to get out of that battle alive. However, Estelle, Roderick went down. When Roderick was unconscious, you saw into what you felt like was hell. And you saw your master Zdravno being tortured by the devils. So, all the more reason to expedite this trip through the castle and figure out how to get him back. Now,
Yes.
Yeah, not join him.
definitely not join him. Vlorganthrix did speak with you once more. You gave him the answer to his puzzle. What was the answer again? It was
Impossibility.
impossibility, which again, he spit out a key for you to use. Perhaps
key.
that key will be useful later. Did you end up using that key? I forget.
No, we
We're
haven't
not.
used it yet, but we did get a bottle with this symbol on it. There we go.
Yes, that looks pretty accurate, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
After going to the well and fighting a mimic, bucket mimic, and then tracking it down into the wine storage, and then eventually into an underground lake, you ended up finding that bottle of wine behind one of the racks. And that bottle of wine is actually going to be very important because that symbol on it, the frost wine, does have the symbol on one of the doors at the front entrance. So we'll be picking it up kind of from there. You're in the storage cellar, and I think the party is split, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to go to Roll20 and do that as well. So let's...
We didn't regroup?
Well, we'll
'Cause
regroup right now.
I
I think
couldn't reach the
we'll-
bottle without them.
We can
Oh,
easily
that's
regroup.
right.
Yeah, we could regroup right now. Let's do
I
it.
think Skirm and I were bravely defeating a bucket that was slowly hopping away from us.
We were trying not to kick the bucket while defeating a bucket.
Nice.
Excuse me,
Nice.
bucket sir. Can you hop a little bit slower, please? I'm getting winded here.
Yeah.
Look, sometimes
then
you just
we-
got to say bucket.
We did
Go
see a
for it.
big tentacle thing in the pond lake down there too.
Yes, you saw
Um,
some massive thing moving within the lake. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't really see anything of it, but you saw that the mimic got sucked down into the water from some creature.
Yeah. Hey, I was just realizing, do we have like a good inventory on where there were keyholes scattered
Okay.
around here?
So there were the 2 locked doors in the front.
Right.
One is a magic metal door that we couldn't get through.
With the same no.
It
Right, on the right.
has a
the
keyhole
iron
on
one.
it. I think it's made out of iron.
Yep.
Yes, that is what I wrote. Iron. I couldn't read my handwriting. And then there's the other door with the little star symbol, which this bottle of wine has.
Right.
So we should take this bottle to that door.
Definitely down. Did we find a keyhole in the kitchen or in the lightning room? Am I crazy?
Maybe the light.
No, there is a keyhole in the lightning room.
Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right,
I don't know what material it was though, because we have a copper key.
I think so. Copper.
Wait, but the room is lightning, so it might not have to match the metal because copper and electricity. I just did static electricity on my cat's nose. I'm sorry.
No worries. Yeah, the there was a statue, I believe it like almost looked like a knight in the lightning room that where the electricity arced from. When you went up, it presented its palm to you, and I think it had a keyhole in it.
Yes.
There's also a
All
metal panel, not a door, but a panel in that room, right there. And yeah, there were definitely 2 keyholes in the front room. 2 keyholes in the front room.
Yeah. Up here, that's just a grate, right? On the map, up top.
I mean, it's pretty good.
I mean, who couldn't follow this map?
Which
Hey,
grate
it's
were
a
you
good
referring
map.
to? Which grate?
all the way up top. Is that
Top
a grate?
center.
That is a latticed door.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm so
this was
excited to explore.
This was the courtyard. This big cross area was the courtyard
Okay.
with statues. There were a bunch of doors in here, and if you want to go back there, I can describe everything to you again. But it basically had 4 pathways: the latticed gate, like a metal silver door, 2 wooden doors were the ones you went through already.
And then there's that hall we never went down.
It's like an open, it's like an open hallway too. It's not. There's no door there. You actually, I mean, maybe I should have given you a tiny bit of description because you probably could have seen it. But it looked like maybe there were portraits in here.
Oh.
I'll just give that to you now because I probably in the moment that was the battle room, so I probably didn't think about it at the moment. But you would have been able to just glance in and see that it looked like there were paintings on the wall.
All right. Perfect. Bob, thanks for the review. Are we ready to go live now?
We
Yeah,
are
we wanna
live.
make sure-
We're doing it live. And yeah, Wayne Esper did write this. Looking at the chat now, I don't normally look at the chat, but I figured I'd have it open while you were discussing. This module is Esper the Bard's Kickstarter. So if you want to go support the Kickstarter, it's already been fully funded. It's well over its funding, but they're doing stretch goals. I think it's on still for. I think it's still on. I'm not 100% sure actually, but I do have the link for there. And either way, I think you can purchase it after the Kickstarter ends. So double check on it for me, everybody. Let's have the. Did we end up having a name for the chat? Did we come up with a name for them? Table toppers? No, that doesn't make sense, right? We had a name,
just-
didn't we?
Push people over a lot.
Yeah. Chat, let me know. Did we have a name? I feel like we either the Curse of Strahd crew. I guess you would know if it was the Keep on the Borderlands crew. Somebody coined a name for them. What was
It
the
wouldn't
name
be
for
like
chat?
the bobbers or anything.
Table-
right?
Table
Yeah.
Bob Talkers.
I don't know. The Bobbers. That sounds weird.
Bob's Bloviators.
Oh, bobbleheads. That's it. Yeah.
Okay.
D&D
I like
DM
that.
on. Good point.
Mm.
Send the
Excellent.
bobbleheads. See if the Kickstarter's what it's at. Let us know. All right.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Where do you want to? Right now, I have you here in the. I think you can see the wine room, the wine
Yes.
storage. Let's just say that after seeing the mimic, Poof, and Skirm, the mimic get devoured or something, you will go back up to see what Roderick's up to, and we'll
Absolutely.
now you can talk here in the wine cellar room. Go ahead, begin.
All right.
Action.
Hey,
All right.
we just took care of that bucket. I think something in the water just pulled it down.
You must have shown great bravery facing that bucket.
Skirm was so brave.
I'm proud of you.
Could Busey help you reach that, or did we already get the bottle?
I think we got the bottle.
I think you
Great.
grabbed it, yeah.
Excellent.
Nice. So, my friends, this should lead open to one of the doors in the start there. But we also have unexplored areas of this castle. What should we do first?
I mean, let's see if we can open one of these doors up
All right, to the front then.
to the front.
Away! But I'm like hobbling because I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
I'd offer.
Oh, go ahead, Scrib.
I'd offer to pick you up, but I couldn't lift a wooden stick earlier.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's okay,
Yeah.
bro.
You may not be able to lift my body, but you definitely lift my spirits. It's okay.
Oh, look at that.
Aww.
John, what is your strength at? The shadows took some, right?
A -3.
Oh no.
Yep, it is a 4 as a raw number right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Shadows
All right.
destroy. Don't go near those shadows anymore.
Well, I was going to say, which path do you want to take to get
Well,
back
we
to the
can go
front?
around now, right?
You could, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go around. We don't need to
Plus,
waste more holy water.
We have our holy. Okay, yeah.
Oh,
That is true. I think were there 3 bottles? No, it was 4. It was 3
4?
plus 1. Yeah, there were 4 bottles of holy water, and you used one to scare
Okay.
the shadows away,
Am I
right?
able to shape that water back into the vial?
It's
I-
logical to me.
I guess in theory, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
I mean, it's not like the shadows came at us with the watery shield.
Right. No, it kept them away. They stayed away from it. So yeah, we'll allow it. Yeah. All right. So
Sweet.
let's put your
We'll take the
tokens
short way
where.
then.
Yeah, put your tokens where you want to be.
I'm gonna put my token far away because I don't want. No, wait, that's not even my token. I'm gonna put my token far away where it's safe.
So you're outside in the elements. You mean?
You know what? It's safer than inside this place.
Very dangerous out there.
Yeah, this.
All right, let's
I
okay.
can see why he never had us in his castle before this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always thought he was being rude. Now I need to
Yeah.
thank him.
He was protecting us.
This violates so much OSHA.
Totally.
All right.
The
All right.
entryway. I'll just read the
So-
description again. There's a entry chamber has 3 doors, each one being unique. You came through the center door just now, which was which led to Vlorganthrix in the Grand Hall. To your left is the stone door with the 8-pointed star that matches that of the frost wine in the box that you located beneath the wine rack. To the right is an iron door, heavy and studded. Both have keyholes. You're marveling at the artistic decorum of this place. It really was the first taste of the castle, and you get the sense that this fantastical style was the inspiration. Lucia, Zdravno's cat, is walking behind you, as are your weasel companion Wallet and your bowl on Tensor's floating disc with Busey, right? The
Absolutely.
gang's all here. So what do you want to do now that you see these doors here? You see the one with the star, although you don't have a key to place into it. I guess you could try the copper key, but you don't have a key that has that symbol on it. The bottle of wine has the
Oh, it
symbol.
does have a keyhole.
It does
I
have a
did write
keyhole,
that
yeah.
down.
They do. They
Okay.
Um,
do. You
Should we-
labeled it. Yeah.
Drink the wine?
Can I
Is
shake
the
the
key in
bottle
there?
next to my ear? Do I hear anything in the bottle?
Yeah, swishing around of a liquid.
No, anything solid?
Nothing at all. It's a bottle of wine. And you can look through it. I mean, somewhat translucent. You can see that there's liquid inside.
Could we see if the label comes off and there's something on the underside of the label? Right, it's a bottle of wine with the star on it.
Yeah.
Correct. It's a label.
All right, go for
Can
it.
I?
All right,
Yeah,
let's
try
warm
to
it up.
gently do that so it doesn't rip or tear.
It is very hard to take a wine label off of a bottle, I feel like.
Oh, I know how. Well, John knows how.
I think the solution to this is we all drink some wine.
Roll me a D2 on this, though.
Oh
Is this
no!
like, is this like a Harry? Is this like a Harry Potter deal? We got to drink a bunch of the poison and then everything's okay.
I got a 16.
Ooh.
A small
What is-
tear, but nothing major. You remove the wine label.
Wait, I ask. I take some water from. Oh, you got it off. Okay, sorry. Stop.
Don't worry about it. I got it.
I hope you're not
Amazing,
exhausted.
Lance, Master.
Of course.
Nothing
And-
happens. Like you're in the presence of the door, and the door doesn't like unlock or an aura, change or anything like that. It's still the way it is. And I assume Poof is still casting detect magic. I will.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Nothing changes in this room. It's still magical.
Alrighty.
Does the bottle fit up to the door?
Certainly not. Like there's no possible fit for this. It doesn't look there's a place for it.
I mean,
You could spend 10, 20 minutes in here and totally analyze it, and you'll see nothing.
okay, well, we won't spend that long. But can I just look at the keyholes and the copper key on both doors and just see if it looks like it would fit in either?
It
While this
doesn't.
is happening, can I go
Okay,
get
cool.
3 glasses from the kitchen?
Sure. You can get, please do. Yeah. Mhm.
Look
Yeah.
for a bottle opener.
Yeah, I do that too.
So Busey and Skirm are analyzing the doors. You do see the keys. The copper key looks much smaller. It doesn't seem to it could maybe fit in, but it doesn't really seem to undo the mechanism. It doesn't have much use here. So you pocket that away. You definitely don't want to lose that. Let's go to the kitchen. So in the kitchen, Estelle, you go in, you want to grab some glasses. You do see some glasses over to the right. There might be a cabinet that has some, or a shelf that has some glasses on it. They look relatively clean. You grab 3 of them. And let me describe the kitchen to you once more.
Why do I feel like I'm in danger?
I'm in danger. The kitchen is filled with preparation tables, cabinets, pots, utensils, knives, a brick oven, stores of foodstuffs, and various other accoutrements, befitting a noble cookery chamber. The room has almost dungeon-like appearance, with chains and hooks hanging from the ceiling and heavy iron bars over the window. The somber day outside, which is now darkening, we're very close to nightfall. You can just see a weak amount of light coming through. And of course, you did, I think, use prestidigitation on the smell, so it doesn't smell as bad in here, but the rancid haunch of meat that's on the table is starting to smell once again. All right, so you grab the cups and you want to head backwards?
If there's a bottle opener in there too, that'd be great.
Give me a D20.
Oh no. Can I roll for investigation?
No need.
Oh, okay. That's a nat 20. What do I get?
You find you find a bottle opener.
That
Great.
is also a key?
What is? Yeah. You notice something though as you go to grab in where the utensils are. Like I said, there's tons of shelves and drawers. You open up a drawer, you see it, you grab it. You look up and you can see that the chain holding the meat cleaver looks like it's attached to something in the ceiling, a secret compartment.
I'm going to point at the front door and cast message, and hopefully get to my friends. Companions, there's a secret compartment in the kitchen.
Oh, Skirm, I'm hearing voices.
That's Lancemaster. Is it?
Oh, jeez.
I point back and I say, "Is it for Dinah?"
Maybe it's for someone I know.
Alrighty. I'm gonna
Yeah, we'll
sprint to the kitchen.
And you see it. It looks like the meat cleaver is attached to a chain that opens up a secret compartment within the ceiling there.
Okay, as soon as my friends come in here, I'm just gonna pull on the meat cleaver.
You get on someone's shoulders. Can you reach it?
As soon as you do, the small compartment door, which is not much bigger than the cleaver itself, opens up, and a preserved hand with a tiny strip of parchment falls from it and lands right at your feet.
Ah!
I take 3 steps back.
What is this?
Want me to give you a hand with that, Rod?
Please, this has left me thoroughly disarmed.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand to pick it up.
You use Mage Hand and you pick
pry
up
the
the hand. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, and I set it on the table, and I use Mage Hand to pry the fingers open so we don't have to touch it.
What a handy spell.
Hmm.
It
You know,
does
Nate,
come
I wasn't sure when that spell would come in handy, but
It has so far.
I mean,
couldn't
you
put
have
my
all
finger
these
on it.
opportunities in the palm of your hand.
Right there. Look at that.
Are there any digits on the hand?
There are digits, yes.
7, 14, 32.
8675309 is written on the palm. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
You guys all had your fun of jokes. My double entendre was terrible. I'm sorry. You guys had
okay.
great jokes.
It's all right. You pull out the parchment. You pry it out of the clasped hand, and it has a small message on it. It's written in common, and it says, "Uncle Casimir's wicked hand." Casimir is spelled Casmir. Uncle Casimir's wicked hand. You inspected a bit, Nate, I assume?
Detect magic.
No magic emanating from it, but as you
It's just
inspect
a really
it,
sick hand.
but you do notice something though. As you
Oh,
inspect
yeah.
it, it has a bite mark on it, like right on the
All right.
right on the back of the hand, kind of like thumb back of the hand.
Is any one of us pretty good with nature? Have proficiency in it, or maybe medicine?
I'm the medicine guy.
All right.
bad
Skirm, you want to see if you can figure out what bit this thing?
I could try it. Let me. I still don't have a voice for Skirt.
Does it match your teeth?
Let me see what it is.
You don't have to
Medicine
give me you don't have to give me a nature check. You can give me an investigation check.
Oh, well then I'll do it.
Yep.
Oh. Didn't realize. It is an 11. Dang.
You wouldn't be able to identify it, but it doesn't look like it's an animal. It certainly looks humanoid.
Does it
You
look
wouldn't be able to
like...
identify it.
Oh, okay.
How does the hand look severed? Was it like a clean cut or is it all rough?
It looks rather clean cut.
Can I do a medicine check or something else to see if it looks like it's
Sure.
been decayed?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep.
As they're doing that, I'm like looking between. I like grab the cleaver and I'm looking between the hand and like lining up to see if like it's as like flat as the cleaver.
14.
Yeah, it's been preserved. Maybe using alchemical tools. It's not magical. It's just simply an old hand.
I take a potato and I drop it in the palm of the hand.
Okay. That's
See.
worth 2 in the bush, by the way.
Okay, I just was trying to see if it would clasp.
Viewers.
Let's see if this will react.
I swear, my Google is going to be weird. I just looked up how to preserve human flesh and thought nothing of it. If somebody saw my Google searches, it'd be really weird.
Salts, embalming fluid.
Yeah, embalming fluid.
What do you need for
Formaldehyde.
resurrections?
Yeah. Yep.
How many witches are needed to make a covenant? We're 3 witches here.
Well,
this is
while
like
we're
the
doing
beginning
this-
of Shakespeare. 3 witches. Like, how does that go?
Does the compartment look like it's like
It-
there's could be more up there? Or is it
Not at
just
all.
holding
In fact, it looks like it was created to hold this hand. It's like hand-sized.
Oh, okay.
I want to go over to the head and ask, "Good sir, do you know any Uncle Casimir?"
Oh, you want to go to see Vlorgenthrix?
Yeah, I want to ask him.
Gotcha. Let me switch it over here.
He's right here.
Yeah, but all right, fine. We're staying. You're gonna be in the doorway of the kitchen.
Oh no, I'll go up and walk. I'll walk up to him.
All right, so you can walk up to Vlorgenthrix. Yeah.
Yeah. It's only
Um,
polite.
Sure. Let's see here. What does he know about good old Uncle Casimir? How do you phrase it exactly?
Good sir, have you heard of an Uncle Casimir?
Vlorganthrix will say,
I know nothing of an Uncle Casimir.
Do you know of a wicked hand?
I do not recognize this. Where did you find a hand?
In the kitchen.
This is disturbing.
Yes. Especially around all the food.
Zdravno has made me a sentinel of this room. There are other places. They may contain information about his family lineage.
Oh, you believe him to be his uncle?
You determined him as an uncle.
Well, I say that about a lot of men who are slightly older than me. It just seems respectful, you know?
This is not something I'm familiar with. Human culture.
Would you like me to call you uncle as well?
Certainly not. You may call me Vlorganthrix.
Okay. Vlorganthrix. Grandpa Vlorganthrix. Got it.
Just Vlorganthrix.
Just Vlorganthrix. Okay. Great talk, Just.
Not
Okay,
just
guys, he doesn't know
Vlorganthrix, but
about-
simply Vlorganthrix.
I go over to the kitchen. He doesn't know anything about an Uncle Casimir.
Do not make me use my death ray. I can
thought we were
hear you
close.
from the kitchen.
I thought we were closer than this.
I can hear you still.
I'm glad you listened to me.
I'm always listening.
Guys, I have a new favorite uncle.
Casimir?
I get it.
Is there any?
Just while she was doing that, I just wanted to check and see if the oven had anything in it.
it does not.
Great. All right, ready to move on.
Yeah, let's go down this round.
Do you guys
Where
want to
to?
go to Lightning Room or one of the areas we didn't explore yet, or do you have a different idea?
In the lightning room, do you believe the copper key will work in there? Also, do you guys want to
I
drink
don't-
this, or am I drinking this on my own?
Oh yeah, pour it up.
Yeah, I think we should drink.
I'm gonna go over back to I can never say his name correct.
What if we
Vlorganthrix.
have to like have
Vlorganthrix.
the wine in us when we go through the door or something?
Oh, that's very smart.
We should drink it now just to be safe.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, Vlorganthrix.
I put my hand over Roderick's mouth.
Speak, human.
Do you also want to drink?
I am not
I re-
capable of drinking. I have no digestive system.
Well, we are sorry for you. We'd love to share as a gratitude. I take the wine and take a big swig, and before I do it, I say, I really need this after the last few rooms.
Mm.
And you immediately gain 15 hit points.
That's what. That,
How about 38?
It is a fine wine. I don't know how much your characters enjoy drinking wine, but if you are a wine connoisseur, you would enjoy this one.
all right.
Oh, Poof has for sure never had a drink before.
What's the
Roderick.
terroir?
Roderick pretends he understands wine, but he just does not have a palate for it whatsoever.
Mm.
But he's learned to copy what other people say around him.
Roderick pretends to be a sommelier. Sommelier.
Yeah.
Yes, the great notes of
Mm.
grape.
Yes.
It's got some fungal notes.
It contains grapes.
Mm.
It's what you want, right?
I like to think that Squirm has been stealing bottles of wine since he was pretty young.
Probably.
It's
Mhm.
probably the best one Squirm's ever had. But you know, you lift a bottle, you sleep in the gutter for so long, you need a bottle of wine to
Mhm.
help you out.
My friends, you worry me.
That's good advice.
Now,
Newspaper and gutter wine. The best
Listen,
thing
does it-
for any tramp.
Zdravno changed your life forever, which is why you owe him.
Of course.
So, where to now? You want to try the lightning room? Do you want to go explore other places?
Oh, we finished the bottle of wine. Nothing happened.
No, nothing happened. Mm-mm.
all right. I'll keep carrying the bottle.
Okay. Yeah, you can carry the bottle.
Nice.
And the label is separated now, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll also carry that.
All right, great.
I would like to just put the label like back in its place for 1 second after the bottle's been finished.
See if
Yeah, nothing
anything happens.
Did we do a
Okay.
detect magic on this bottle of wine at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I- Go
I'm
the
assuming
lightning.
that if there's a magical aura, I'm going to just tell you about it because Nate can cast it at will.
Okay.
Cool.
So, where are we headed here? Do you want chat to decide again?
I thought we were doing the lightning room to check
Oh.
out the copper key.
Perfect.
Yeah, we'll go lightning room, and then maybe after that.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's these
Yeah.
3 other entrances. You can just
Mhm.
ask now. Like, which one should we go down? The lattice, the right by the fountain, or this one?
So there's the hallway, the silver door, and the
Mhm.
lattice. We'll put those as
Excellent.
options for the chat. You can vote while they go to the lightning room, and of course, if something changes after seeing the lightning room, that's up to you. You don't have to listen to chat. You're not beholden to them. So we'll say after the lightning room, where
Alright.
should the crew go? And we'll do lattice, silver door, and hallway with portraits. Okay, here we go. And I just misspelled silver. The Sivler door.
It's just a new door appears.
The post or the votes are up. Go ahead, check it. Meanwhile, to the lightning room. All right, let me bring up the lightning room. Here we go.
He does have like a little weird little keyhole or something in his chest, that little guy.
It's not. There's no hole in his chest. The holes are in his palms. You've seen this chamber before. It's an armory. You can see the weapon racks. There's the traditional one on the right, and the unorthodox one that looks like a tree on the left. Either way, there are weapons in there. You've even moved them, taken them. Nothing has prompted anything. However, standing in this room for a little bit of time, you realize that the lightning arcs from the armor. It looks like the armor is standing on some sort of platform. There's no handle. There's no seemingly no door. Just some sort of a silver frame, almost like there is a door there. But again, there's really no way to even assess it. But it is straight ahead, and that's to the north. You're entering the door. This is one of the weird ones where you see the facing, but actually the north is to the right. You came in from the east. So,
All right.
what do you
You
do?
said there are 2 holes on the palms?
No.
One in
When
each?
you stand into the room, the statue moves. The armor statue activates, and you can see it lowers down its palm, extending the the left hand down, and you can see into the palm there is a keyhole.
Does it look like it would fit the copper key?
It seems like it could be compatible. You could try it if you'd like.
Okay, somebody used Mage Hand.
All right, I got it. All right, we all back up,
No.
and I grab the key with Mage Hand and attempt to slide it into the hole and turn it.
Yep, you can slide it into the hole, and it does seem to work. However, when you turn it, the door or any panel doesn't open. The other hand, the right hand now, lowers, and you can see that it looks as though some sort of a sphere, a ball of sorts, an orb, is supposed to be placed in the palm of the right hand. It looks empty. It looks like there's a like a divot for a round object to be placed there.
Okay.
And the statue doesn't move. It just, lowers its
Can I
other
like
palm.
take the copper key back?
It seems as though the copper key does not want to come out at this point.
Okay,
It
that's
is
fine.
locked in. I mean, you could try to
Alright.
force it out if you'd like, but
I'm
at
just
this
hoping
point,
this isn't like Zelda, where like you just gather up keys and you only can use them once or twice, or never mind. That was a
We'll be
horrible comparison. All right,
We need a ball.
let's do it.
We need an orb. We need a ball.
so what do you do
Alright.
after the second hand lowers?
Does the bottle of wine look like it would fit in there?
It does not.
Let's get out of here. I
what
don't
about
think...
what about
Oh.
a spell like dancing lights or something?
Maybe we were supposed to pour the wine in the orb depression.
Well, I don't think we're supposed to use the wine in here.
No.
You could vomit it up, John.
No thanks.
Best wine he's ever had. He's not wasting it. Yeah, it's
I mean,
tricky.
I could use mold earth and try to make a ball from some of the ground and try to put it in there.
Sure, you want to try it?
I
Yeah,
really don't
sure.
know.
Just to
Yeah.
see if there's anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you can crumple up some of the stones that you maneuver around with the mold earth, and place it up on the hand. Maybe some bits of stone, little pebbles, dirt. Kind of sift through the hand fingers. But you've filled the area for sure. Nothing happens. And as you stand back and look at it, you do notice the crackling energy starting to form
Let's go.
again.
Sprint out of the room.
Yep.
All right.
Well,
We gotta find a ball.
I have a good feeling about that hall of portraits.
So you step back. The lightning arcs throughout the room. You, of course, avoided it. You step back into the hallway. Lightning arcs just like it did there.
Love that.
And then the thing resets. The right arm goes up. It's just the key now in there. And it looks like the key was unturned. You walk in. The electricity is done. You can pull the key back out now. It seems to reset itself.
Okay. So I take the key just in case. But yeah, then we'll move on.
Okay. So the pole was the hallway? Oh no, the Sivler door. So there's the lattice,
Silver door.
the Sivler door,
Oh.
and the hallway
Oh.
portrait. We had votes 50% voting for the Sivler door, 38 for the hallway, and 12 for the lattice.
Oh.
Are you
Oh,
saying
interesting.
Sivler on purpose?
No,
You
I
missed
misspelled
type-
it. I misspelled it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last
No, I
chance
was
to
like,
vote
I don't know
here.
what a Sivler is.
A Sivler.
Like,
Sivler. Last chance to vote. Polls going to end in about a minute. So you get out of the room. You take the key. You look at your options here. Like I said, you could just glance into the hallway if you want, Estelle. I know you moved your token there. I see it. If you just want to look and see what's in there, I can just describe the room real quick, and then we can go to the silver door room.
How well have we searched this room too with the imp?
I thought we searched
Um,
it decently after.
Okay.
You searched
cool.
it, yeah. Okay, so real quick, let me just show you what the portrait room looks like. That's not it.
That was a foreboding-looking hallway.
You've been there. That's the hallway that the shadows were in.
Yes, the shadows.
I feel like we need to kill those things at some point.
So
Yeah.
from the view
Oh.
here of the hallway, you can see what looks like a gallery, portraits and everything. And just looking in, you do see one portrait of your master, Zdravno, actually. But there's plenty others in here. Do you
Okay,
want
are
to
we-
come in and investigate it?
How are we looking into this?
You're
Because this
coming
is-
at it from the open hallway to the left there in the picture.
Okay.
Yep, you're coming in from the west.
Okay, so it's like
All right.
Okay. Yep.
eh,
Do you want to go to the courtyard though and check out the silver door?
yeah, we might as
That's
well.
what they voted for? Yeah.
That's what they voted for, yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
But you saw in the room, you saw at a glance what it is, a gallery.
Yeah.
Any of you guys seen the portraits? Did anybody have one hand?
I was thinking about that.
That was a really smart idea. I was just too creeped out by the guy on the right.
Okay. Night is approaching, so here is the darkened courtyard. So there are different, just so you know, if you do the Kickstarter, you get different time of day for a lot of these, which is really cool too. It adds to it. So this is the courtyard. You can see the statues and the hedge garden and flowers and such, and the fountain. To the right, I guess it would be to the east, you see that metal silver door. Straight ahead is that latticed gate, and I guess you probably are taking the door to the west that leads to the kind of opposite the well area, because I think that's where you want to go to avoid the shadows. Typically,
Yeah.
you've used that a few times.
Mhm.
But yeah, so anyway, so this is
Does
it.
this
You wanna
fountain
check-
look substantial enough for me to let Busey swim around in it and explore? Or is it kind of just a small fountain?
It's a small fountain, but he definitely has room to swim in there. It's more than his fishbowl.
Release him.
Well, I don't want to get more than 100 feet away.
Release the Kraken.
Yeah, see if there's anything at the bottom of the fountain.
Yeah, Busey swims around the fountain quick and looks for magical objects and gets a little fresh water.
Sure. You do know that there is magic emanating from the fountain. I think we talked about this. It's minor magical. I think forget exactly. I'm going to look it up right now. What spell it is, but it's no. We looked this up before. It's just it's like what's projecting the water up. You know, it's like it's. The power.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's not the power of modern engineering.
No, it was
it's transmutation. It's transmutation and conjuration. It's basically just a spell that allows it to continuously spout and recycle the water.
Awesome. All right. To the silver door.
Yes, who's opening it?
I
I'll do
guess.
Me.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I don't know. I'm the lock picker if we need it.
True.
I open the door.
You
Gingerly.
Slam it open.
You have a passive perception score pretty high, right?
12. Passive insight's 14.
With disadvantage, though, you subtract 5, so it's 7.
Yep.
It's actually still good enough. You need the DC is 5 for this. As soon as you go close to the handle, you realize that it is scorching hot.
Well, I was gonna say, my weasel would be able to figure it out too, right?
Yeah, but your weasel didn't touch the door. Go to touch the door. Yeah.
I think Wallet is still alive though, right? I just forgot about Wallet.
Wallet's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I see it's pretty hot.
Yeah, I actually told you. Remember when you were walking to the Great Hall? All 3 of your familiars are there. So Lucia's there, Wallet and Busey. They're all everybody. The gang's all together.
This doorknob is very hot.
Poof. Do you think you
get-
could redirect some water at this?
Yeah, from the fountain.
Yeah. I'll shape some water from the fountain around the door handle and see if it cools it off.
Is shape water a cantrip?
It is.
Cool. So you want to move some of the water to the door, and you can. How much do you want to take?
Just enough to cover the handle and see if it cools it off enough to grab.
Like a cup of water, or like a couple of cups of water.
A gallon.
Oh, a whole gallon.
Well, how big is this fountain?
I think he could do up to a 5-foot cube, couldn't he?
The mountain, the fountain has way more than a gallon. The fountain has way more than a gallon. But I'm just trying to get an idea of how much water. A gallon, fair enough. So you take a gallon's worth of water, shape it, maneuver it through the air, and it hits the door. And as it does, you can see the steam immediately fizzle off of it. You kind of tap the door cautiously, like the people do to test if it's hot. And it's still scorching hot. You feel like if you were to try to grab this handle, it's going to burn you.
All right, I'll shape the water back into the fountain and then conjure Mage Hand.
Some of the water has been eliminated. It's been turned to steam and is now gas. Yeah.
Whatever I can, I'll just put back into the fountain. And then I'll attempt to Mage Hand open the door.
The door is heavier than 10 pounds.
Oh boy. Seems like we need something that can, maybe like a crowbar or something we can wedge it open with. Also, maybe there's something really hot and fiery on the other side. Anyone ever heard of a backdraft? I don't know. It was a great 90s movie. Maybe even 80s.
That's a good question. When that was, I think it's 90s. I think you're right. Great movie. I'm gonna start ritual casting Unseen Servant.
Okay.
Because I should have been doing that a long time ago.
Yep, that'll be 10 minutes, right?
Yep, plus an action. Yeah.
Okay.
So in 10 minutes, I'll have something that could try to open this door for us.
Yeah, but how many hit points does Unseen Servant have?
I don't know that it has. Does it have hit points?
Yeah, 1 hit point.
Okay.
I don't know. Do you think it was going to take damage though? That was what I was thinking of.
I mean, it's a hot door.
True. Well, regardless, I want it. Are there like gloves in the kitchen near the fireplace? Like take pots off of it?
Ooh. Yes, you can probably find some pot holders. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can someone
Just
go do that? While I'm
Straight
casting?
logic. Who needs magic? Who needs
Yeah,
God?
magic.
Some logic.
Yeah, so you go into the kitchen and you rummage through. Give me a d20 real quick.
Can someone else do it? I'm casting this spell.
I go rummage.
Go ahead, give me a d20.
I got an 18.
Yeah, you find some pot holders and you run back out of the kitchen and past Lorganthrix, get back into the courtyard, and you're here in just in time for this unseen servant to be cast.
I love the idea of a rummage check.
So,
yeah, right?
do you want to open it with the pot holders, Poof, or you want Skirm to
I'm
do
just
the
gonna
honors?
do the. I'll put a pot holder on and like do the light tap, and see like if it's, if I can do it.
Sure, yeah, you could open it. Hmm.
Well, I
we-
will back up and turn to Skirm.
Let's angle this. Let us angle this so that if anything shoots out, we're not in the way of the door.
It's a good idea.
Is this a push or pull door?
It's a pull door.
Okay, it's great.
Can I put the hands on the the pot holder on the unseen servant's hands? I don't know. I don't think it's tangible. That's because I don't know enough about this spell. Let's put it in the chat.
So it says, yeah, unseen servants, an invisible, mindless, shapeless, medium force. It's just like you tell an entity to do something and it'll do your command as best it can.
Yeah, it performs simple actions. I mean, it can fold clothing.
Oh, certainly open doors. People use it all the time for opening doors.
Okay.
But Nate, do you want to open it with the pot holders?
No.
Okay.
No, I will hand the pot holders to this dark servant, this spirit servant.
Gotcha.
We just see a couple of gloves floating in the air. On
Yeah.
the unseen
Yeah.
servant.
That's
First command is wear these gloves. Second command is open that door.
Sure. It places
yeah.
the gloves on what appears to be
Okay.
appendages, limbs,
My friends, back away from the door.
I was
Sure.
gonna come over here. I thought. Is that
Yeah. that
from
sounds
what
good
I'm
to me.
seeing on the like from the picture?
Yeah, you want to be
door
like in the
open
grassy
in?
area. Yeah. Hmm.
Is
I'm
that
gonna
it?
hide behind the solid wall here,
okay.
in case something comes out and I have to lure it towards the head.
Borg,
I'm
it's very
behind
smart.
the statue with Busey
Yeah.
behind me.
Let's hide the statue.
Is Busey not in the fountain anymore?
No,
Okay.
I put Busey behind me.
Okay.
Can
Lucia
I
will go
roll
with
a
Roger.
Stealth to hide.
I was gonna say, yeah. Let's all just do that, right? Let's just
No
overkill.
need to roll. The unseen servant opens the door using the pot holders, and when the door opens, you see like a wall of fire burst out, like you said, like backdraft. Like you open the door and the fire just emerges from it. The unseen servant takes 1 point of damage, and it's destroyed.
It did its job.
But the door does open, and when it opens, you can see, like I said, so the pot holders just fall to the ground, but there's a blaze within this room, and it's like starting to spew out a little bit, but it seems to be contained just at the doorway. Okay. If you'd like to get closer to it to investigate, you can. You can do it from a safe distance. No need to make a check or anything like that, but you can get closer to it, within 10 feet or so, and see what's
Can
in
I?
the room.
Can I start pointing inside the room, with message and just be like, hello, 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 hello?
Sure, nothing responds to the messages.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So let me give
Sometimes
you
I just do that into space. It's fun.
let me give you a
Finger
picture
guns.
of this and then describe it to you. You come to a long, it's a long rectangular shaped room within the silver door. Immediately though, again, as soon as you get within like 5 feet of it, you feel the waves of intense heat. A great conflagration roars in the center of the chamber. Beyond the flames, you can see a stone dragon in a fearsome pose. To your right, if you kind of get a good angle, you can see there are 2 statues standing just on the other side of the flames. Hard to make out what they are, what they have on them because of the flames themselves. So I'm not going to give you too much of a description, but Yeah. You also see that there's a door to the right. So again, looking in, you're heading and facing to the east. There's a dragon statue just to the northwest of, to the north of where you're looking in. So kind of like to the left. To the right, there are 2 statues, and beyond them a door. And the flame, which looks like it's coming from, kind of parting the room, kind of emanates right at that door. So it's hard to see through and get a clear vision of what's going on. But to the left, dragon. To the right, 2 statues. Beyond the statues, a door. And right in the center, flame.
That's a lot of fire.
Great halls of fire.
Yeah.
I do not understand why he designed this room.
There's probably a way to turn off fire.
From inside the room?
Bob, do I think a 5-foot cube of water would do diddly to this room?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
No,
you think
yeah,
it would do nothing?
It would do diddly.
It would
Yep.
do diddly,
Okay,
yeah.
great. Yep. Yep.
Do we think the sorry.
No, I was just gonna detect magic and see what I see. Is
You
this
have to
just a
get
room of
you'd have to go
evocation?
you'd have to go in the room to get a read.
I can't read like the first 20 feet or so, or I just don't get anything.
Goes 30 feet, but it doesn't go through a foot of stone or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'll say that the fire maybe. Okay, I'll give you what perhaps I think you'd be able to get from this angle, this position.
Okay.
So perhaps you would be seeing. The dragon statue is a little more visible. You're closer to it on this door. And the dragon statue is magical. It is emanating evocation. But that's all I'll give you.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is magical, and you'd maybe guess that it's producing the flame. It doesn't look like it's like burning flame out of its mouth right now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we think that the other room with the pictures leads this same direction? And maybe
Maybe we can get a different angle on it.
yeah, turn off the fire.
That would be great.
Okay, let's head that way and see from the other end.
I'm starting my ritual casting of Unseen Servant again.
Okay.
You just sit on Tensor's disc and you get pulled around as you cast it.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, so then if we're going to do that, we'll go to the gallery again.
An
And-
appreciation of the arts.
Now I'll read you the description of the gallery because you're actually entering it and you're not just glancing into it. The gallery is it's pretty awesome, actually. It's got masterful paintings in lacquered frames. You can see there's some landscapes, although most of them are portraits. They portray people, and you feel as though as you walk now into this chamber from the west, that almost like the eyes of the portraits are watching your every move. You do recognize one right off the bat, though. The 4th picture from go left to right. We'll just number them from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are eight pictures in here. The 4th picture of the bearded man in a blue hat and gold trim, that is your master, Zdravno.
Does somebody want to type on the map for this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the 4th picture in is Zdravno. And every painting actually has a little placard denoting what it is. And if you look at Zdravno's, it does say Zdravno Koyostvest, High Wizard. And that you recognize is his actual name. So Zdravno, we know how to spell that, Zdravno. And his last name is Koyosdvest. So it's labeled Zdravno Koyostvest, High Wizard. Again, you see him wearing his favorite doublet, his feathered hat, and his richly dyed blue and gold
He's smoking
robes.
a pipe.
Hmm.
He does have a Gandalf-esque appearance for sure.
I want to read the placards for everyone else.
Okay, do you want to go left to right? Just
Yeah.
one through 8?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one you look at, and again, as you step in front of the portrait, the eyes follow you, or at least that's the sense you get. You can't quantify that. You can't certify that, but
I give
you feel like
a
they are.
little bow and I try to be polite to the
Yeah.
staring.
You see a middle-aged man in fine array. It's labeled Jaromil Koyostvest, Father Dear.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna get all the family here. How do I spell that?
I try to.
Jaromil is Yaromil.
Y-A-R-O. What was that?
Yaromil.
Yaromil.
Don't worry about the last name. He
Father
has the same,
Dearest.
same last name. The second portrait, let's say Poof, you stand in front of it.
Right.
You see a beautiful young woman with dark hair in a flower
Oh my
garden.
gosh.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's lovely.
Yeah, and she's standing like it almost looks like a high school, portrait. It's got the flowers in the background. It's beautiful. And it says Myra, M-I-R-A. Could be Mira. I think it's Mira. I think it's Myra, but it could be Mira. M-I-R-A. Her name is slightly different. Koyostvesta with an A at the end. So instead of it just being Koyostvest, it's Koyostvesta. And then it says Niece Dear, the loveliest flower.
Just dear D-E-A-R, right? We're not talking about a bunch of druids or something.
Correct. No, I would. If there's a troublesome spelling or something that I think would be, a double speak, I will obviously I'll just clue you in. And Nate, when you're looking at it, you hear this.
When Zdravno was a child, he was the most playful and mischievous boy. As a man, he always said how he wanted to build a tower where the children could look at the stars and play happily for hours and hours.
You feel like as if the woman spoke to you directly.
Oh my gosh, guys! Did you just hear that?
Hmm?
Did we?
What is it? What did you hear, Poof?
Were they able to? Was this out loud? Or
This is to you, Nate. This is to you.
I think the pretty lady in the portrait just spoke to me, and it was kind of weird. It was talking about Zdravno and how he liked to play as a kid. Then he wanted to build a tower where kids could look at the stars. I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Does that make sense to any of you?
Did you get more wine than me?
What? No.
You're hearing things now?
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. It really felt real. Felt
Well,
felt like I heard her. I don't know.
this castle is crazy, so
You
you probably are right. This checks out.
It's true.
Well, maybe the tower is behind that store door that we couldn't open.
Oh, stars.
Ooh, I like the way you think.
I don't. If these portraits are gonna start talking to us, I'm not gonna go next to the one with the creepy children.
That's
I'll do
a good
it.
idea.
But who's this old man?
Roger, you're so brave.
The old man?
It's the exhaustion speaking.
Yeah, right?
The old man.
I got hit in the face with fire and it's been downhill ever since.
That's right. Your second level gives you what? Minus a speed?
I think so.
I forget. You're a little slower or something like that.
I really should not be taking lead on things.
Yeah. The old man with a stern expression and a long gray beard is labeled Radek Koyostvest, R-A-D-E-K, and it's labeled Grandfather Dear. a wizard in his own right, murdered by Uncle Casimir.
Dum dum dum. Oh my god, is there some weird vampire thing? A hand, a bite, and then he cut it off before it could like get lycanry or vampire before it could spread. Sorry, I just had this weird thought.
Right, like if you got bit by something and it was contagious, you just amputate. You think?
Yeah, like in a zombie movie. Yeah.
Interesting. Number 4, we know, says Zdravno, Koyostves, High Wizard. Okay. Number 5, which is now on the, I guess it would be the west wall, because the room is shaped like an L. And so to the north, on the right-hand side of the L, about, 30 feet down, there is a wooden door flanked by 2 ever-burning sconces. So the first one that's on that west wall is labeled the Duskwood Forest, which all of you know is the forest that's nearby. It's literally, if you look at the map, it is, so Zdravno's castle is in Casavecchia. To the right of Casavecchia is the Duskwood, just to the east of it.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Are the trees speaking to any of you? All right. It's just
No, nothing is spoken. Number 6 is labeled Mountain Peaks at Sunset, as it does showcase mountain peaks at sunset.
I've never looked at 5 or 6 because I refuse to take my eyes off of 7. I'm afraid they're going to come out and attack.
I'm so tempted to touch the sunset painting so badly right
Or
now. 'Cause
8,
it's...
rather, excuse me.
Bob, this is PEAK, right? It's not a mountain like, like...
Mountain Peaks, Peaks.
Are
Like
any of these
the peaks of
paintings
the mountain.
magical in nature?
Like it's peeking.
Yeah.
The eye, which is above the door to the north, it's a little harder to see because you have to get close to it, kind of really, really squint to see it. But
I
there is a
help lift
placard.
Poof up. What does it say?
It's a
It's
mystical
just
work.
looking at me.
There's
super
no
hard.
sorry, there is no label. I apologize. This is the one without a label, but it is a mystical work depicting some sort of cosmic eye. You can see it has that eye shape, but the gaze is deep and starry. It imparts a feeling of being transported beyond the heavens.
All right. I don't really want to keep looking at it. Feel like I'm gonna get transported out of here.
There is no magic emanating from them either, Nate.
Excellent.
Not even the one that spoke.
Nope. No.
Oh.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
And then the last portrait, which is terrifying in its own right, you can see twin sisters, young girls, dolled up in extravagant children's clothing, yet there's an eeriness to their faces, an unsettling quality to the pale complexions, sunken eyes, and morose expression. The label reads, Elena and Alana Corabella, little dear ones, taken by continual illness. And Nate, you hear this as well.
Oh, damn. Oh, jeez.
Great Uncle Zdravno said the tower was almost done, and that he was going to take us there. He said he was going to use our names for the passcode.
I think after a solid 15 seconds of sweating and being frozen, guys, it happened again. These 2 little ones, they just spoke to me. Skirm, you're right. This picture's horrible and I hate it. But
I think it's quite lovely.
It did tell me that
Rod
if
loves
he
it.
finished building his tower, that their names would be the passcode. So we just gotta remember. Oh my god, it's so frightening.
He said he was going to take us there.
Oh Jesus, we gotta take him there. Oh, maybe if
What god is that?
it's saying
Sorry, have you heard of that
that
one?
he said he was gonna take him there.
He was going to use our names for the password.
Yes.
Ilana and Ivana?
Alana
Elena,
and Elena.
it's Elena, Elena, and Alana, Alana.
Oh, and
That
And
wasn't
they're-
confusing.
Elena and Alana Corabella, Corrabella.
Is it
Elena,
spelled the same as the woman?
which woman?
Mira, her last name.
Her name is Koyosta Vesta.
Okay.
So, yeah. And again, the label reads Elena and Alana Corabella, little dear ones, taken by continual illness.
All right, I'm gonna try to.
were they eating what was in the kitchen?
I'm gonna try to get close to this doorknob and see if I feel any heat.
You do. You feel heat, great heat coming from the door. Yeah.
Well,
This one
You
doesn't
said-
feel the same as the metal door, though. Like, it's hot, warm to the touch, but not gonna burn you.
All right, I'll take one of the pot holders and try to just turn. You know, you can like turn the doorknob but not open the door all the way. You just like get. Yeah.
my friend, just try saying their names as you open the door, or even before you open the door.
Well, I thought they were for the star door at the lobby.
Maybe.
Well, you're right. We could try it.
I mean, yelling things at a dragon worked before outside.
It's true.
Second
Good
time
point.
around.
This is not going to be a big problem here with the map here, but we're just a little off with our numbers on this L shape here. I'm just gonna
Okay.
give it. Basically, just imagine that like you're gonna feel like in the map that there's a gap like right here. There is no gap right here. It's
Okay,
this-
I was wondering
yeah.
about that because
so the
yeah.
courtyard you drew is just a little too narrow, but it's okay.
Oh, I see. I see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a big deal.
Ah.
Not a big
Okay.
deal. It's let's not even get carried away with that.
Okay,
It's
right,
going to connect
right.
like this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So
Cool.
I'll go through and give you the lowdown of this room because as soon as you open the door, you see the great blaze from the other side. Boom.
Oh my goodness.
So, what you see here is, like I described before, but now you're from a different angle. So you see this rectangular-shaped room. You're assaulted by the waves of the intense heat. Beyond the conflagration roaring in the center of the chamber, you see statues. So there's two statues on your side of the room. There's a female statue. There's a man carrying a sword and shield and wearing a cloak. You can see, so to the left is the woman carrying some sort of, I don't know, it's hard to make out from this angle and this distance, but grapes or fruit or some other sort of bounty in her hand. Next to her, there's a pedestal with a pyramid-shaped object on it. There's the door to what you presume would be the courtyard. It does look open like you left it. And then you can see on the right-hand side, the heroic warrior man holding a sword and shield. He's facing the dragon, whereas the woman is facing the eastern wall. And this is looking to the north.
Esper,
Right.
these are quite amazing.
Yeah, these are super fun.
What was the blue energy that's coming out of the dragon? Do we see that? Is it?
You
blue?
do, and that's because it's going to try to hurt you. So you open the door,
Oh.
and it's going to attack.
I have cleverly hidden.
Well,
I was not the one who opened the door.
Yeah, the
so
person
I
who's at
hope
the door is John. So John, what's your armor class here?
Yeah, I mean, what I was trying to do, I guess it doesn't matter anymore. It's
It
currently
doesn't matter.
Should we tell Bob about the rope I have tied around your waist? That I
Yeah.
can pull you back with?
You already did from a long time ago.
Yeah, for
I was gonna.
sure.
What I was saying was, I was gonna. You turn a doorknob just to the point where like the lock is like open, like the little thing that goes in the door frame is like no longer open, and then I was gonna tie something and pull it from far away. Is what I said I was gonna do. But I never got to it. So let's do it. I'm a 13 right now.
Okay. Let me just change the music
Right.
here. Okay. And let me know, people, if you can hear things differently than we do. Gonna lower the sound of the flames a little bit. Okay.
Oh, did my unseen servant finish?
Yeah, we'll say it finished. Remember, every room is at least 10 minutes to search. So
Yeah.
that room took 10 minutes, and that would be your servant. So your servant's somewhere in the room. You can decide where they would be. But let's do it right now. Let's go to the attack. I'm going to hit you. Your AC is only a 13, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so you're going to get hit. And basically what happens is this dragon launches this, like, blast at you. So yeah, but it is not fiery. It looks like it's cold damage, like a blast of cold coming at you. It hits, and you're going to take a total of 7 damage.
It's
of
not
cold.
lessened. It's not lessened by the flame it has to go through.
It is not. It is not.
I conjure a bonfire right next to Skirm. See if that warms him up and saves him some help.
Do you step away from the door? Is that what you do?
Are you still
Me?
standing?
Yeah.
Me, I don't think I'm near the door, right?
No,
Yeah, I'm
Skirm.
still standing.
Skirm.
Yeah.
I'm still standing. Yeah.
I mean, I can't do that again.
So you duck away from the door for cover, and you still feel the intense heat. You still sense that there's everything as is in there, but you're out of sight. So what do you do?
I curl up into a ball and start crying. I say, "Why, Zdravno?
And actually,
is
everybody
everything
just-
trying to hurt us. I don't understand why we're here. Who lives in a place like this? What is the point of this place?"
Give me initiative roll, everybody. We're going to do this in initiative now that the dragon is activated. You can do something on a turn. If you choose to go away from this room, we'll go out of initiative order.
I ain't beating no dragon.
So we got Skirm at 17.
Wait, no, I gotta roll that disadvantage. Hold on.
Oh yeah, Skirm, you have to do that too. Yeah.
Cool. Not like I wanted to go.
Nate, 14.
Yep.
Poof, 14.
12.
12 for Skirm. And Rod, a 4. Okay,
Can it only target the door?
that's a good question. It is your turn, Poof. What do you do?
I want to use my turn to figure out if that is a creature or a statue, or I don't know if I can.
You don't need to make a check for this. You know that it is a statue. This is most likely some sort of a trap,
Okay.
without even having to make a check. Now, if you can possibly get close enough to it, investigate it, maybe you can discern how it activates, any of the details. But right now, you just know that this thing is firing at people that are trying to come into this room.
Right. Let's see. Does it look like there is space to the it looks to me like from the picture it's facing forward right towards the door, right? Does it
It's,
look like if I were able to get up next to it, to the left or right, like against the wall?
You can
If I were
certainly get
able-
into this room and maneuver left or right. There are 2 statues, so you could potentially use them as cover. There's
Okay,
obviously you can get right up to a wall if you'd like. Yeah.
I'm gonna try to hop in. I'm using my turn to dodge while I'm just trying to see if it is only firing right at the door, right, as an entrance trap, or if it will follow you around Wardenthric style. And I'm gonna kind of hide behind a statue.
Which one?
Yeah, I just realized. The statue would give you a better benefit, right? Hiding.
It would certainly be a cover, for sure.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna stand behind the statue and dodge to get some cover and make it a disadvantage.
Yep. Which one? The warrior or the woman?
The warrior looks like it's blocking more.
Sure.
Is that the? Yeah, I'll do that.
Yep. Okay, so the warrior statue. Where I just saw it. Where is it? Yes, the warrior statue. It's a brave-looking warrior statue. It stands over 6 feet tall. It looks like it's wearing armor, a long cape. It wields a broadsword and a shield, and it's affixed to a hefty stone base. When you get up to it, you can get a real sense of it. And it does provide half cover, so you'll have +5 to your
Armor class.
to your armor class. Yeah. So what's your
Okay.
armor class right now?
15.
15. Let's see. It misses you, but a blast targets you, not the door. And that
Hey.
goes on what you feel as initiative between you
Yeah, after
and
me.
the rest of your party. So, all right. So you
All
got a
right.
sense that it shot, and it shot at you. Now we go to Skirm. You're up.
My entire turn is going to be like, Poop, get out of there!
Yeah, this was a bad idea. I'll be right there. Just give me about 6 seconds or so.
What
I
is
guess-
what does the shield look like? Is there anything on the front of it?
Yeah, just 1 sec. I'll be right there.
And I guess to help, I'll cast Silent Image, and I'll make the silent image of another person walking in and hiding behind the female statue.
Interesting. Very interesting. So that'll be your turn, right? That's where you're gonna create the silent image.
Yep.
Skirm, who's that?
That's my cousin, Squire.
Okay. I mean, the statue doesn't actually move. It doesn't like move its head left or right or anything like that. But the attack clearly targeted you. You don't see its reaction because it doesn't have a reaction. But the creature that you conjured, this image, waltzes into the room, and you head to the west towards the woman statue, or you stand like right in the middle
Not by the woman statue.
by the female statue. Okay, great. That's Skirm's turn, and I just made a mistake. Actually, Skirm, it goes at 10, and I had you recorded lower by accident.
Okay.
So technically it would go now, but I'm just going to put it back into 10 next turn. Okay? So, because I already did its turn. So it'll go back into 10 next turn. Rod, it's your turn.
All right. I took the sword and shield from the eye guy's room anyways. So I've been carrying that around. So I'll equip that real quick to feel like I'm in character. And then I try to think of any stories that our teacher told us about facing dragons or anything that might have to do with the characters in this room.
Yeah.
Give me a history check, sure.
All right. I'm a smart boy with disadvantage. Oh, oops. Well, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, with disadvantage, you got a 7? No. Yeah, you don't recall any stories or tales about this, but certainly, there's got to be. You would even recognize there's got to be some sort of solution to this. This can't be it's got to be by design. There's got to be something.
Yes.
Yeah.
We need the potatoes.
We can roast them. It tastes real good on this fire.
I mean, the statue of the woman, she has a basket of like fruit. We don't have fruit, but we have potatoes. We need a basket, and we'll put the potatoes in them.
I love the way you're thinking.
Poof, it would be your turn.
Um.
Sorry. Unless you want to do something else, Estelle. I didn't.
Yeah,
I'm like, I've equipped the sword and shield, and I'm like, what does this remind me of?
I forgot, even though you are Roger Glancemaster, you are a wizard. I have to remind myself. I was like, well, of course you equip a sword and shield. Why would that be weird? You're Roger Glancemaster.
I just want to use the stone catapult once before the end of this, just because it's so stupid, and I just think it's great.
Bob, from where I am, can I, see, can I see the far side of the room and the dragon and the mouth? And, can I see anything over there that I feel like, maybe could be part of solving this puzzle?
The flames do obscure quite a lot, but you could try to get there, yeah. Through the flames.
Yeah, hey, guys,
is this a situation where I get out of here or go deeper in?
Wait, I don't want to see you be felled by the dragon's flames. How about you come out and we can brainstorm together?
All right, yeah. I'm gonna just like jog up just real quick to see if the shield and sword, like if I see anything emblazoned on the shield.
There is
anything on,
not.
like, the hilt of
There's
the
no
sword.
emblems. It doesn't match the one from the other room. If you were
Great.
thinking that, it doesn't.
I turn and sprint to the little pyramid being held up.
Sure.
There.
hmm This stone pyramid is a tiny object carved from stone, although you realize that it's I mean you could touch it, pick it up, it's easy to move. It's less than 10 pounds. Even Mage Hand could open it or move it. But you lift it, it's just like a tiny little piece of artwork. It doesn't seem to do anything. You can lift it off the base, you know.
I take it with me as I run out of the room.
Sure, that's fine.
And I'll
Okay.
just double move, or dash, because I'm just running around looking
Sure.
at stuff
Anyway,
quick.
close the door.
Yeah. I close the door and I go, I got some art. I don't know if this is what
Oh,
we're
excellent.
looking
Art is
for."
always worth something.
Alright. Yeah. So I was thinking I could get to the other side of the room, but once I do that, I'm pretty much in there. You know what I mean? I could get myself out, but I'm probably gonna have to take a hit if I do that. What do you guys think? Is it worth it to explore the other side of the fire?
I think I have a question, friends. Does this remind you of any of the stories that our master used to tell us?
Oh, that's a good point. Let me think back to those lectures. See if I remember any.
I wonder if we have to say a greeting to the dragon in Draconic again.
There was the story about the taming of the shrew, but I couldn't really read past that first page. It was all mumbo jumbo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bob. I mean, I don't know how cheeky that is, but
You can make a history
do I
check, sure.
remember? Alrighty.
I mean, we did that for the front door.
jeez. Oh man, I really gotta pay better attention. I got a 6.
15.
There we go. Sturm got something.
You don't remember any lecture or a specific story that Zdravno has told you, but I mean, tales as old as time talk about warriors, heroes standing up to these magical beasts, and fighting against them, fighting against especially the chromatic dragons. Fighting against them. This is not an unfamiliar thing to any of you.
Wait. This beast shoots out cold.
Nice.
So it's a white dragon?
It doesn't have a
jeez.
color. It's
That's
just a gray rock statue.
Fine.
Yeah.
Bob, I don't know if I can ask this now, but did I get the feeling that these statues would slide on the floor easily?
It's possible. You didn't try it, but the warrior statue looked rather heavy, but it does have a platform.
That's kind of,
Yeah, and so does the woman.
Can
You want to go back in and try it?
yeah, but I'm gonna open the door and we'll all stand back away from it and just let
Yeah.
the blast go by.
Well, we'll let a
And then I'll
round go
sprint
by.
in.
We'll let a round go by, and you have the initiative of 14. So
Okay.
you can go and act. Yeah.
Oof, do you want the sword and shield?
Do you think that'll help?
I have no idea.
Sure.
Was it
I'll hold on
distracting?
to him.
I mean, the shield will increase your AC, so it'll be +2.
I thought you had to be proficient with it.
Well, I want to know if it'll
Oh,
attack
true,
the
yeah.
unseen servant too.
Oh man, I was so excited for a second there.
Actually, wait. Do you have to be proficient to gain the AC benefit, or you just lose a bunch of other things, or you just can't use it? I forget. I play too many games now.
I know if you equip armor, you have a bunch of problems, but I don't know about a
movement
shield.
problems.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess you don't get it. Yeah, if you don't have the proficiency, you don't get the bonus. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
I'm also seeing under armor proficiency,
You have disadvantage on every ability check, saving throw, and attack roll that involves strength or dexterity,
And you can't cast spells. Yeah, but I think you do get the bonus. Yeah, that you do get the bonus.
I feel like I'm less connected with my magic here. You can take them back.
All right.
Interesting.
Well, if you're looking to just protect yourself, it would give you +2 for the turn. If you want to drop it or put it away, you can do that later. But
I'm gonna try it out. I'll hop behind the warrior statue and give it a shove. See
Okay.
if I can, if it moves at all.
yeah, look, you know you're not you're pretty strong for a wizard, but even you feel like this thing must weigh over 1,000 pounds. Like it's going to be possible for you to move without
right.
some sort of assistance or some thing to make it move. It's not. There's no way that this could be moved by pure strength. Even all three of you together would have a hard time.
Yeah.
Would maybe not even be able to move it.
When I looked at the sword and shield, but like if I examine the statue, is there anything I would notice?
No,
I'm looking for like a switch or a button.
yeah, there's
or
no switch.
like
No.
that.
There's no need to
Okay.
make a check. You everything you can see is visible. There's no.
Yeah, gotcha.
There's nothing like I'm not telling you. You literally just
Yeah.
can't move it. It doesn't seem like it's.
I look back at them and go, further in
Yeah.
or retreat. See ya. I Misty Step.
Live to fight another day. Oh, you're going.
He's so
I'm gonna
brave.
Misty Step past the fire.
Sure. Oh, so you're going closer to the dragon.
That's right.
I move my unseen servant up there as well as a distraction.
I'm ready to throw the sword.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get as far as I can this turn, hugging the wall.
Okay. You could go like
But
behind
I'm
the
gonna
thing if you
use
wanted
my
to. Yeah.
action to dodge.
Okay. So you run into the room, teleport beyond the fire, and now you're on the other side of the dragon.
Yeah, however far I don't know, like, you know, however far I can get, I want to go because I don't know, maybe it can't shoot straight to the sides.
Mm-hmm,
I don't know. Hopefully.
So yeah. Now look, you're pretty smart here. Your intelligence is high. You're a wizard. You get the sense that this thing is not. It's not a monster, so the attack's not coming necessarily from it. Doesn't have to come from its mouth, but yet you feel like it would definitely. You get cover by being near this, like, you know, not in the line of fire. So you'll have half cover as long as you're to the side or behind it.
Okay, great.
And it's going to attack you, unless Skirm, you go first. You want to do something before that? Oh, your image as well. Don't you have an image?
I was moving my silent image to try to distract it.
Sure. Okay. Do you want it to stay by the woman statue then?
No, I think at this point it's going to move, kind of, maybe very slowly saunter between the woman statue and the male statue.
Okay. It will draw the attack of the creature then, and the trap, I should say. The statue blasts out an icy boom, and it goes and tries to hit your creature. What is the AC of the image? Does it have an AC?
No, I
No.
mean, it's just a silent image.
Not when you roll a 20. So I rolled a nat 20. It's going to hit it, and the illusion will disappear. The drag or the icy blast connected with it, and that dissipates it.
Thanks, Germ.
Yeah, I mean, it technically doesn't go away. It's just, I'll put it in the chat.
Oh, true. Technically, you're right. It's not something that you've actually conjured. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the creature would know that it doesn't work. A creature
Correct.
would know it doesn't work. Yeah.
If it's a creature, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so then we go to Rod.
I'm kind of curious about what was a little pyramid thing that Poof grabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Can I like take a closer look at that thing?
Did he give it to you?
I don't know. Poof, did you give it to me? I have
Yeah,
an
toss
appreciation
around
of
the art
arts.
for everyone to look at.
Yeah, it's a small little pyramid. It's just carved. It looks as though, you know, I imagine like a pyramid in Egypt. That's what it would look like.
Okay.
Mhm.
Poof, are there any places where you might put a pyramid over there?
There is not, Poof, but when it's your turn again, which would be soon, I'll have you make an Arcana check.
I feel like that woman's statue is really important, but I only have 1 hit point, so I cannot investigate anything in here.
Poof, go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, okay. I'm going to try to investigate around.
Yeah,
and
give me an
find-
Arcana check. That's what I want you to do. Arcana.
I gotcha.
Yep.
Arcana. Okay. Oh, what can we do to fix this?
Do you have any
This
reactions you can
Feels
do?
like an inspiration.
Ah, okay, good.
Yeah, we're gonna use it. Oh, boy. That was worth it.
Okay,
Hells yeah.
so this is definitely a interactive trap. It will attack what appears to be intruders in this room, as you've already sensed, and you can tell that there is a way to disarm it, to disable this. If the warrior statue touches the dragon, you get the sense that the magic that empowers this would be voided. You can even see maybe in the base, or you can recognize like that there's a sensor on it that when the warrior statue gets to it, it would destroy it. You also realize that perhaps you could maybe disarm it yourself. Dispel magic would do it. If anyone has that.
I don't believe we're capable of taking it.
Oh, you don't? Really? Okay.
Is it a 3rd level?
That might be,
Okay. Yeah,
bummer.
might be. And then also, I would say too that it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's all I would tell you.
Hey guys, I'm using up a magic a little bit, but I got one more, my most powerful that I could use to make that statue a lot smaller.
What would you have?
I was just about to read the wording of enlarge reduce.
I would
If
bet
it's
it has to be
A creature?
Yeah.
It can't be an object.
I don't
Creature
believe
or an
so.
object.
Oh, object. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so I shout that out, and then just try to find the spot where, this thing would have the hardest time shooting at me.
Nice.
Do we think that'll stop making it smaller when it just...
Well, then maybe one of us could lift it up.
Oh, and like move it or turn. Oh yeah.
Like throw it over to me. and
Sure.
I'll
The
just
the
run over
warrior
and touch
statue you're
into
talking
it.
about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's
so we
my
got a plan.
only thought that I have. I will be out of level 2 spells at that point.
Okay. So we got a plan. We go to Skirm.
All right, I'll cast another unseen servant. Or sorry, I had another silent image.
Mhm.
This time of Zdravno, as best I can. No, I don't think if I'm not sure I can choose. Yeah, and it's pulling down his pants and mooning the dragon.
The full moon is out tonight, boys.
Full moon.
Awesome.
right.
The Star Tower is
Thanks.
open now.
Right. Do you guys have any other ideas while you're?
Uncle Zdravno, no!
No, I really don't. I mean,
Cool.
there's nothing else back there. Like, I was thinking there was a different room that we would move these like chess pieces in a different room or something.
Yeah.
We could try to make ice with its breath in your water and slide it. I mean, those are all the other ideas I had.
Ooh.
I mean, that I think that is, yeah. Second level spells a lot.
Well,
So we're gonna go to Skirm, right? It's your turn.
I mean, I also could just open my flask and dump it underneath the statue, and then put the silent image right behind
Oh,
the statue.
duh! No! I have a first level spell, Grease.
Perfect.
It's Grease.
With the fire right there?
Grease
Even
is
better.
magical. It's not like
Huh?
actual oil. It's not like
Oh, it wouldn't make it slippery?
No. It does make it slippery. I'm saying the fire is not gonna. It's not like grease like.
That was a helpful thing.
Okay.
It's not a grease fire. Yeah, the fire's not gonna catch the grease. It's not like you actually
from
produce
the-
oil. Yeah.
From the push that I gave it before, do I feel like if we greased it up, that we'd be able to
But can't you freeze things with your shape water?
You
yeah,
can.
I could.
But that is fire though. that's real ice would be melted by the fire.
Okay.
Yeah. So the fire would have to go away at some point first.
Okay. Let's do the grease.
I
Alright,
think
well,
if you guys both like run and just shove it, and then run back out of the room,
Let's do
I
it.
can then like come up and help guide it.
We've kind of figured out where its timing is of attack, so
Yeah.
Skirm, you and I are not as strong as a brother Poof, but we must do this.
together, and the unseen servant will help.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Nate, the dragon is going to attack you on its initiative 10. So it's
Not the
going to.
moving servant?
No, it recognizes that is not a creature.
Oh,
So
right,
it's
again?
going to-
Even a new casting?
Yes, it recognizes it.
Dang.
Too smart.
And we're going to go with an attack roll, but you have half cover, so +5. Total of a lot. You take 6 cold damage
Alright.
as you're blasted with this Arctic breath. All right, now we go to Rod.
Chilly.
Okay, grease has not been cast as of yet, right?
That's correct.
It was.
So I gotta wait until grease happens before I can do anything.
You could wait.
Go grease lightning. Na, 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 na.
If
I'm
you'd like
gonna-
to, we can ready in action if you want.
Yeah, I'll ready and
That'll actually perfect because then I'll cast it, then Skirm can go push it. You and Skirm can go push it after
Yeah,
I cast it.
I'm fine with that. That makes sense.
yeah. I just don't want to be like caught out because it's like weird initiative.
No, it's we can always just do whatever we want. So
Okay.
yeah. So you position yourself behind the statue of the warrior, and you get ready to give it a good old heave ho.
Yeah.
We go to Poof. Poof, it's your turn. Can you cross the fire
Sprint
safely
out,
still?
Shaking the ice off. And,
Yeah.
what?
Can you cross the fire safely?
Doesn't grease have
Would I
a
have
range
to?
though?
Grease has a range.
Oh, true. Yeah. What's the range on it? It's 30 feet or more?
I didn't look it up, but I was assuming 30.
I assume so too, actually. Okay. Just double check and then cast
60.
grease. Perfect. So you
60,
cast
so-
grease. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
great,
grease
yeah, I
takes up a
cast-
15-foot square, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
A 10-foot square.
10-foot square.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
Just underneath.
But,
that's
like,
all we
is the
need.
grease gonna, like, get on the bottom and... Ooh, it's hard for me to know.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, you could definitely place the grease underneath the statue. The statue itself looks like it's almost, almost a 10-foot. Maybe it's like 8 feet by 8 foot base. So it would take up the whole statue. It could definitely fill up the area of that. You could even maybe like move it a little forward and take up like the 5 feet extra in front of it.
Sure. Alright, yeah, we're doing it.
Okay.
Slick grease covers
So
the
you
ground.
slick some grease. And Skirm, you and
Who
Rod
am
are gonna
I?
push? Yeah. Sorry. You and Rod are gonna push?
Yes, we are.
All right. Perfect.
Heave ho!
So we got some grease here. Give me what's your total strength score combined?
Oh no, you're weak.
Yeah, but I have my unseen servant. I'm extremely weak. I'm beyond weak. I'm making this worse, I believe, because I have a negative. I have a -3. I should be a foreman, just like watching.
I got 10.
And my unseen servant has a strength of 2.
Okay. Give me athletics checks. I'll let one person aid the other. So, Stell, you probably want to make the check.
Would this just be a straight roll for me?
Athletics. So, strength plus, if you have athletics. I don't think you do, actually.
I don't have
I'm the only
athletics.
athletics person.
I'm scared.
I'm the only athletics here.
Okay.
I know all the
That's a
athletics.
16.
A 16. This thing is just far
Basketball.
too heavy for you to move, even with the grease. Yeah. Mhm.
Wait!
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh man, I thought a 16 was great.
It's nice. It's not what you need here.
Oh.
All right,
So
so
this-
that's the
this-
end of your turn, correct? So now the dragon would go because it goes after Skirm and you readied in action. So the dragon's going to attack. I guess it's going to still go
Well, we get
after.
I get to leave the room after I have
Hey,
plenty
can
of
I
movement.
leave?
Oh yeah, you could. You could give it a push. You move. You try to move it. It doesn't. You move back out. Sure. All right. It goes after Poof then. Poof, does a 17 hit you?
No.
Okay.
With the partial cover.
Correct. Yeah.
20.
Okay. All right. So it misses you with the blast. We go to Poof. It's your turn. Sorry, we could be Rod now because your ready to action went off. So Rod, you're up.
So I don't have an action left over, so I'm just gonna make sure I'm
No,
not.
you. It's your
Oh?
turn. It's your turn again. Your ready to
Okay.
action would have been to push it. So be back to your turn. Although you actually couldn't leave the room, but that's fine. We'll keep you in there. The statue, it picks any intruder really. So we'll have you still in the room.
Okay. So the whole grease idea is complete.
It went up in smoke.
Like the
Flipped
statue just
away.
straight up won't move. We don't
Yeah.
have any of the strength to go for it.
I mean,
I
I
mean-
could cast Enlarge Reduce on it. That's my only solution.
I'm
Is there
just
a
not
I
range
did
for
just
that?
burn
Or is that
another
touch?
spell, so that was
I'm just not sure what getting it there is even gonna do. Like, there's no like.
well-
I know that if the statue touches the dragon, this room is good to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
That,
Okay, I
that's
want to.
what I learned with
okay.
my Arcana.
So
I
I
wanna
must have
try
been in the
something-
bathroom.
Okay.
Oh, that's the
Oh.
whole reason I'm trying to get the statue over to the dragon. Is because if the statue touches it, it's done. And I learned that with an Arcana.
Okay. I have maybe a stupid idea, but I'm all about those.
Please.
So I'm just gonna hold the sword in my hand. I'm gonna back up a bit from the statue in front of me. This is dumb. I'm going to cast catapult with the sword and throw it at the back of the statue and hope it pushes it forward.
What's catapult do? Oh boy.
Did you just catapult the statue?
I know the statue's too heavy.
Also, while you're thinking about this, Nate, if you did a large reduce, does it make it lighter?
1/8 as light.
We might still need
Or,
the grease.
it becomes 1/8
Yeah.
the weight.
1/8 of the thing. Yeah, yeah.
We might still need the grease.
It's a good point. Yeah, maybe then you'll slide this.
Okay. So yeah, I wanna cast catapult with the sword and throw it at this, and in my knowledge of magic and all that, I feel like this would have a force push behind it, you know?
Catapult.
I just hope it shoves the statue forward.
It does not. Yeah, I don't think it does.
My knowledge tells me that.
It would just do damage to the object.
It
could
wouldn't
try to-
it wouldn't push it forward at all. Because like I'm pretty sure if I slap something, it's gonna want to keep moving.
What if we use the catapult to get it over there?
It
once we
says
get
it says right here, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. Right? I mean that's a solid surface.
But it also says when the object strikes something. The object and when it strikes takes 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, you would do damage to the statue. Yeah.
But the force wouldn't push it forward at all?
No. Mm-mm.
'Cause it's just pure
Yeah,
inertia.
like it moves, and if it hits something, it stops and does damage to the thing and it because it's really not. I mean, no, it sounds like the name is catapult, but I think it's moving it, and the magic is it stops it right when it hits something, and it does the damage. I don't think it does anything like, because it doesn't even say like it pushes something like like some like Thunderwave will push a thing 10 feet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It doesn't do any of that. So I think it just hits something and does damage, and that's about it. And that damage is representative of the force it strikes it with. Plus, like I said, this thing weighs over 1,000. You know, it probably is closer to 2,000 pounds.
The man?
The statue, yeah, it's huge. It's a like a 6.5 foot stone statue with an 8 foot base.
Okay.
Yeah. So you would probably, knowing the spell, you'd be like, this wouldn't work. It would just damage the statue, and that would not be good.
Still hurts my pride.
Yeah.
All right, you want to try to reduce it, Nate, and maybe then we can catapult it? Because it's still going to be like 200 pounds.
Yeah, it'd be like 200 pounds, exactly.
Bob, with my dwarven stone cunning,
Ooh.
did I learn anything about these things when I was inspecting them?
You know
I
what?
probably should have brought that up before.
You would have had advantage on the check. Give me another Arcana check.
Well, the Arcana check I used an inspiration for.
Oh, so then
But I
take that
rolled
inspiration back. Take that back.
Okay.
We'll count that as stone cutting.
Neato.
Being a dwarf, I think you really got everything though. I think you know. The only other piece of information maybe that I would give you, if we're having stone cutting, is that yes, the bases are designed to move, yet it requires more strength than you have in its current state. So, yes, reducing it would probably move it.
All right. I step out. I go. I can't take too much more of this back here, and I cast reduce on the warrior statue.
Nate, you lost a little volume. Did you move that a little further away?
Oh, maybe. Sorry. How about now?
I don't hear a difference. Did it disconnect?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm just hearing it differently.
Sorry. Yeah. So I cast reduce.
What's the range on reduce?
Statue.
Is it touch?
No.
30 feet.
Okay. So you run up to the edge of the flames. You reach out, trying to avoid the heat, and you reduce the statue to about 200 pounds. And it's an eighth of its size. Definitely immovable by the two of you together on the other side. Do you want to push it?
Together?
Together of them, they can move it.
Okay. Can I get back to a space where I have partial cover?
Yeah, you can get to the side of the dragon.
Okay. Then I will do that.
And Skirm and Rod, do you want to do it?
I guess we're going to push
Yeah.
it and hope
Let's
that
go.
being careful to stay behind it in case it gets attacked.
Sure.
And
You
how we're getting
push.
through the fire, I don't know.
You slide it. The grease maybe helps it just a little bit, although that may be going away because it's concentration. But just gives it a little initial start. And the two of you, like sled dogs, start pushing. I guess you're not pulling like a sled dog. You're pushing it like ox pushing. No, they still pull wagons. You're pushing it like an animal that pushes things so well. And it's starting to glide across the floor. But you have to enter the flames. So give me a dexterity.
No, I'm not going near those flames. I have 1
Oh.
HP. I will
Yeah.
abandon ship.
Okay.
I'll do
Okay.
it. Just leave it there.
All right. So
Hold
you
on,
bring
I
it.
can throw
you
the
bring
sword.
It close.
Can we catapult it now?
Yeah, can I catapult this now?
What can you catapult? What's the weight? Of something
Can I just throw the sword at it?
No,
No,
it has to be
what-
1 to 5 pounds. So, no, it's still 200 pounds. Cannot catapult it.
No, my sword. Can I throw my sword at it?
But it's only
the
5.
catapult.
Like it's still 200 pounds. I don't think it's catapult.
Nah, you're right.
Yeah, no,
We
would
need-
not catapult.
You're trying to put a square into a circle.
Would not work here.
Wanna cast
However,
it.
There's so many strength-based
Okay,
things in this
okay.
place.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Okay, fine. I'll do something different, and you're all gonna hate me for this.
uh-oh.
Okay. So while pushing ahead, we're pushing this, and I see the. This is such a stupid idea. We might die because I do this.
boy.
No,
I'm going to
I can,
cast.
I can take a hit.
I'm going to cast Pyrotechnics in the one spot that we're going to be walking through, because it says something very specific here. Okay, flame within a 5-foot cube, and I extinguish the fire in that area. with
Okay, so
this
you
spell.
could walk through one. You can walk through that 5-foot cube that
And
you
I
have.
fill the room with smoke.
Okay, you start to cough as you inhale the smoke, but you push it through. John, you're gonna have to take the save though.
No, I can't help pushing. My unseen servant is doing it.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm
Oh,
a
he's just gonna die.
yeah, true, but
he's
still helping
dying then.
push.
Yeah, he'll die then.
But I'm a
'cause he's
minus.
gonna take-
I'm hurting. Yeah.
That's fine. He's going to take a damage though for sure. You actually aren't hurting it though. You still would be helping it. Like
Okay.
you don't. It's not the minus to the roll. It would be like the combined strength score. So,
That's right.
but
I
if you
also
have your
only
unseen
have
servant
4
doing
H.
it, that's fine. The unseen servant can do it. So you push it through. The unseen servant burns. Estelle, you cough as you push through. Poof, you see it as well. And maybe the last 5 feet, you give it a good heave towards you.
Poof doesn't see it because the area is heavily obscured in smoke.
Well, then when he gets hit by the statue, he pulls it and slams it, base connecting with the statue, and the flames douse. They go out, and the dragon. You can even sense the arcane magic from it leaving, and this happens. I think
It's
this
out of
is it.
Iron Key.
How about mass cure wounds?
Look at that.
So
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, let's do it again here. There we go. Ready? Here we go.
That is brilliant.
Sweet, right?
that
And
really
water
get
or
hairy.
ice on the ground?
it could be icy. Yeah, it's icy on the ground. Exactly.
I conjure frozen skates on the bottom of my feet and start skating around in pirouette.
So here's what
Look at
happens as you're pirouetting. You're happy that the creature is been deactivated. The dragon statue pops out a gem key, and by the way, the voices you're hearing right now, the sound of the mighty clash between the hero and monster resounds throughout the room, followed by the howl of the dragon being defeated. Its icy blasts are what cause the floor to ice up, and you can see a beautifully crafted key spit out from the top of its head. It's pale blue aquamarine gem.
Sweet. All right, guys, we did it.
Dum da dum 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 da dum.
That's a lot of smoke, guys. Hold on. It'll disappear in a minute.
And as it does dissipate, as you can see there's the smoke. As it does dissipate, you hold the key in your hand and wondering what exactly this is a key to. You have multiple keys. You have lots of different clues to follow. Still more places in this castle to explore, but we'll have to do that next time as we're coming towards the end of this adventure. I don't know if next week will be the last one, but if it is, we definitely had a lot of fun. If it's not, we'll be coming back and probably leaving on a big cliffhanger and having to resolve this in January. So we'll see. We'll do our
excellent.
best, but
Yeah.
great session, everybody. This
it
is a
might
lot of fun.
resolve the next time we run into any combat.
I was gonna say, how much HP do we have total?
I had to use a second level spell to not lose one single hit point.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm at
spells
4.
Are, yeah. Maybe a rest is in order. I don't know. You have to decide. Your
I don't
master
have
is
hit die.
your master is burning in hell right now, so I don't know how much time you want to take.
You know
but-
what? With how this place is designed, maybe he deserves a little bit of time there.
I mean, I won't feel bad until maybe a couple days from now, but yeah, we might have to. I don't know.
Uncle Zdravno, we must help him.
Those
Oh my
twins,
God.
man. Elena
Yeah.
and Alana.
Please, sir, may I have a hit die?
We
Bob,
love you,
I forgot
Poof.
to ask.
We've
Oh, jeez.
always loved you.
I was gonna ask if I felt a reason why I was seemingly a poof was the only one that could hear
I
it.
don't think you know.
All right,
I don't think you know.
cool.
We've always loved you, Poof.
This is super weird.
Yeah.
All right,
And where's
Maybe
this
it's
tower? Where's
I
the
hold BC
tower?
closed. Yeah.
That's what we need to know. Where is this tower? More to come, everybody. Thank you for watching.
Oh
Don't forget to
my
like
God.
this video, subscribe to the channel, do all the good things. See you tomorrow for Vecna Eve of Ruin, because that's going to be continuing. And we'll see you all on the tabletop. Have a great night.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.